Okay, so yeah, so after 3 years of quite a bit of failure in college basketball, I made that commitment to change, and I sort of leaned into mindfulness practice more than I ever had, and that paired with a better team environment, I was able to have a lot more success in my senior year. And as the season went on, my confidence sort of made a transformation to where I was, I didn't even have to really try to play mindfully. It was just sort of happening naturally, which was really a great experience.
Due to the practice that you'd put in.
Yeah, absolutely. The mindfulness practice, I definitely attribute a lot to how I was able to play freely and smoothly throughout my senior year, which was such a great experience. What's interesting is I had always been proud of the way I'd worked. I'd always worked out very hard. I'd always put in the hours in the gym, but I hadn't really ever thought about until after the season that there's a ceiling to how good I could get because my mind was lacking in terms of confidence in college basketball. So the mindfulness practice really allowed me to grow the mental side of the game, which allowed my weight room training and my on court training to actually have meaning and take effect. So my mindfulness training was definitely the most important thing that I did last summer in order to get prepared for my senior year. Going into my senior year, I sort of tried to psych myself up into being confident and have hope, just because it was my last ever basketball season. But if I'm being honest with myself, I didn't have a lot of expectations. I was going to give it my best shot, but I experienced so much failure in the previous 3 years that I think my inner core sort of expected failure again. And so the mindfulness practice also really helped me, come to terms with what was going on in the present moment and allowed my confidence to grow. As things started to go better my senior year, I got in the starting lineup. I still sort of had this self-doubt tendency where I thought I was just starting to, prove a point to another player or something, but I didn't really feel like I was worthy of, being a starter or even having success at that point. But as my confidence grew and I kept, trying to be mindful and present every day, I started to realize that my self-doubt was just sort of irrational. And yeah, throughout the season, I would do um, yin yoga to supplement, the hard training, and I would also do pre-practice and pre-game breathing exercises to sort of center myself, be able to perform as best as I could. At a certain point of the season, I had trusted in the mindfulness practice, and all of a sudden it just sort of happened. It was about halfway through the season when I'd returned from Christmas break. Um, I started taking more shots and taking more risks and playing more free, and I was just really caught up in the competitive aspect of winning the games instead of worrying about my inner doubt or emotion. And it really was a great experience to be able to play so freely and have so much fun after having experienced so much failure in the past. Once I was able to sort of play more free and play anxiety free or almost anxiety free, I was able to really buy into what the team is doing. And really, my only goal throughout my senior season was, to win games and what our team goal was, and sort of letting go of like the personal um, goals or personal stats or success was really freeing in a way that I hadn't really experienced that like team competition unity aspect since high school baseball, I would say. And so revisiting that was really powerful and really fun. Mindfulness practice has definitely improved my life as a whole, and now that I'm retired from basketball, I'm using it as a tool to just live well and make the right decisions and be a good person.